My computer decided.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another podcast with the brothers from bRho Talk with Isaac, Balel, Mr. Guthrie, and sometimes we have other guests that are on with us. What's up, bros? How y'all feeling on this Monday?
Cooling.
Yeah,
Cooling.
I wish I was where Ike was though.
I do too, but I do like my money though.
Everybody,
I like keeping it in my pocket.
Nah, man, y'all all late today, man. That's why we all here on the same time because everybody was late. I was sitting out here waiting.
Even I was late.
Oh, so me and Ike, we was on time, Ike.
I'm sitting here talking to the kids. Yeah, man, but it's just cool out here. Just hit up day one of this Youth Workforce Development Conference out in, I guess I could say sunny Las Vegas, but man, listen, the sun goes down quick. By the time I got out of my last session, came back to my room, look out the window.
Darkness.
Dark. Look like straight up Brock in this joint, man. Like,
come on, man. I ain't going for that.
Man.
Yo, he gonna get on here one day. It ain't gonna be a family show no more.
Man.
Yo, listen, man. He gonna get it. Nah, he not gonna come on the show. What he gonna do is he gonna be in the comments going ham.
Oh man.
Tell him bring it on, man. Ain't nobody worried about that dude. I got comments too, man.
Hey, y'all, man.
But nah,
crazy, man.
it's cool out here. Besides that, definitely I'm enjoying the weather. I'm sure it's a little bit better than what y'all got going on over there. So we've been in the high 70s, which is good, not too bad for the desert, right? But also good.
Get cold at night, though.
Yeah, it's actually stays pretty warm. So you know, it's definitely
global warming,
nice,
doing this thing.
Yeah. People don't believe in that though.
Yeah.
I met some people from where were they from? Southern California. So I was like, is it true that it never rains in Southern California? They're like, nah, they get rain, man.
That's a good song, though.
Right, yeah, it's a good song, right?
Man,
but also he said last year they ended up getting some snow too. So I'm like, oh well, that's
in Southern California, not
in Southern California, yeah. So when you talk about global warming, man,
man, Jesus coming back. That's all that's about.
Praise him.
Man, bro, what you got going on in your world?
Man, when Jesus come back, man, I'm giving Jesus a cookout, baby.
That's what I like to hear.
On the grill, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get Jesus some red wine too. You know what I'm saying?
So you gonna prepare all the food he taught you how to make, huh?
Hey man,
he taught you how to make. You gonna prepare for him.
Put your feet up, man. I'm gonna have all the servants to serve you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. I mean, at the cross, he said, "It is finished."
Hey, I can't quote no Bible verse.
You're like,
that's where I stop. That's where the buck stop. Hey, listen, as long as we can at least recall the stories or recall the things, then that's it. You know what I mean? Like I know some scriptures, but I don't have them as much memorized as I feel like I should. Now, Balel, on the other hand, he got some scriptures memorized.
I got you.
That's right, Vincent. The word is hidden in my heart, brother. You right.
I got dogs.
You know Balel ain't gonna go through this show without saying at least the Bible says 4 times. You know,
I got Lowell.
and then I'm gonna scroll through that joint up.
No, he got to say my Bible
exactly
says
what it says too, verbatim.
Yo, but hold on though. When Cass say my Bible says, I just like think to myself, okay. So is your Bible different than everybody else's? Or
no, what they're implying is like, hey, if you read your Bible, you would see that it says
that's a rebuke.
Mine says
that's a rebuke. Now everybody in there like, damn, I guess I ain't read the Bible in a while. Let me go ahead and get on this Bible app right quick.
Listen.
Listen.
I ain't gonna play like I know my thing, bro. No sir.
Hey man. Well, listen. We all a work in progress. We all working on it. We all working out our salvation. So That's scripture too. So yeah. So that's that. If you need a church home, holla at bRho. Yo, so listen.
303.
303, baby.
303.
Check them out, man. Hey, so speaking of that, right, man, I went to church for the first time in a minute this past Sunday, man. And service was so good. Pastor didn't even have to preach. Now, you know that's a lot. The pastor's not to preach, man, during the service. That means that the spirit was moving, man. It was like a wind in there, man. I wasn't even expecting it. I was thinking, I'm going to go back to church. I'm going to ease my way back in. I'm going to sit, get a good word, do some praise and worship. Nah, that thing was like, wow.
Yeah. It's funny because, and maybe again people might not connect the dots, but it's because you've been coaching your son's football team and the games are on Sunday, so it's like that. Yeah, you get, you know what I mean, you get out of the rhythm a little bit, but then it's also then when the football season is over, it's almost like, man, it's like, I mean,
I'd be like, yo, what I miss? Because
right.
It's man, what I missed, man. But nah, it was really good, man. It was really good to be in there. And hey, man, you know what? For me, one of the greatest things about going to church for me is the fact that, man, I get to see people, man, who have worked all week, who struggled all week, who've had, just different things going on, and then they come, and on that day particularly, in that service, they're just able just to forget about all the stuff that's been, not forget, I would just say put aside all the things that have been going on and really focus their attention on the Creator, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. See people being set free, seeing people, healed emotionally, physically, and just really just seeing people grow, man. For me, that's what it's about, for me. I know people got a lot of opinions about church and this Bible, that Bible, whatever.
My Bible.
Thing is, my Bible, right? My Bible say. But the thing is that, man, get to know the Lord for yourself. Just do it for yourself, man. Just do it for yourself. We listen to there's a whole bunch of voices that are out there, man. You pray, you read the scripture, you try to work it out, get with somebody that has been doing it for a while, and y'all try to work that thing out, man. I promise you it'll work out.
That's key though. Like you said, get with somebody because
yeah,
people. There's a reason we send our kids to schools. You know what I mean? You got some folks who might be very well self-taught and taught themselves how to read and whatnot. But there's a reason we have schools. You know what I mean? There are people who have spent their life, studying the word, and so it's important to get instruction and to get it in a place and from a person who has put that investment in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you definitely get a relationship for yourself, but get good sound teaching instruction from someone who has made the investment.
That's it, man. And the scriptures also say there's only one way to get to God, and that's through Christ. So if you want to go another way, that's on you. Somebody told me a long time ago that I don't want to take that gamble. That's gambling with eternity. Yo, especially where you at right now. Cass is gambling all the time.
Oh yeah. As soon as I'm done with this show, I'm about to go do the same thing. So
about to do the same thing. You gonna do the quarter machine?
Yeah. Have you been to Vegas?
Oh man, I've been to Vegas 3 times. Yeah.
Like so I'm asking, more or less, because then like when you get off the plane,
as soon as you get off the plane.
As soon as you get off the plane, slot machines right there.
Right there. Yeah. Yeah, man. They was telling me a story how there's people at those slot machines, man. They'll wear diapers and just be there all day.
Man,
yeah, I hope that didn't happen at one of the ones I'm about to go sit at. But yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, you need to, you might need to go see somebody if you're struggling.
Listen,
like that.
I just need to know like how they bank account get to the point where they could do that. Like that's what I need to find out. Like
there's people that make careers out of it though, right? There's people that's making like a lot of money. So I know somebody. Gamblers. Yeah, I met somebody. I think the first year I went there, that's when Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather had their first fight. I was out there during it. I didn't see the fight, but I saw everything going on around it. Because you ain't had the
same money as them.
I did not have the same money, man.
With the diapers on.
Yeah, man. A certain government organization. You know what I'm saying? That'd have been the highlight, man. So and so from this place was nah.
But you're so and so though, like so you could have said your name because
I can say my name.
You're telling your story.
That's not my story though. It's a hypothetical.
Oh, hypothetical.
Okay. Like last week's story was a
hypotheticals again.
Like he's still.
No, that was 2 weeks ago. That was 2 weeks ago. That was 2 weeks ago. Oh man. Hey man, so we done had quite a few things flying around, man, on our chat here, man. Is there anything y'all wanna bring up from the stuff that so for people that's watching, this to give y'all some context. One of the things that we do is that like we watch a lot of videos and read different things to have, conversation where we're having. Well, really, we just do it amongst ourselves. And what we're doing now is we're just inviting you into that conversation of some of the things that, we've been putting up. But anything, man, y'all wanna bring up, man. Did y'all see the video about my man that had to get the girl number, but he had to do like certain things to get it? Did y'all watch that video?
Nah.
He had to shake her hand 5 times.
Nah.
It was something. It was something crazy. And my man got it all. And got the number. But I was shocked because I was like, man, I ain't think this generation was doing that. I thought they was just hitting people up in DMs and saying wild stuff, and that's that. But I was pretty impressed by that video. It reminded me of a certain person on here back in the day.
That'll be me.
I
had to do it, man. 95. Gary Shaw asked me to run in the mall and get some number, man.
Yo, you told me that story, man. That was yeah.
Crazy. That's the day. That's that same day I met Duffier, man.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Big Sis, dude.
Yeah, East High School.
Speaking of which, let me shout out to. We've got 3, city schools essentially, and I know UPrep is a charter school, but
yeah, we got to talk about that, man.
100% of those kids pretty much live within the city limits, man. So shout out. We have the sectional championship games coming up this weekend, and we have Monroe High School, East High School, and UPrep all competing for sectional championships in their school class. So I mean, I think it's the first time in history. Shout out to Monroe. They haven't been scored on yet in the sectionals.
Yo, that's wild.
Yeah, they beat Wayne 42-0 this past weekend.
Shout out my big brother Mark Morrison, man. Shout him out, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the
program.
Shout out to Dub, baby. Man, shout out to the I know the coaching staff over there. Shout out to Terrell Cunningham, head coach, Greg Hopkins, man, at CTC. You know what I mean? They put the work in, and you know what I mean. So shout out to them. Also shout out to the East High, man, and their coaching staff, man, Brent McGill over there and those guys, man.
Yeah, shout out to them. Man.
Listen, man, think like check this out. I can't think of the young brother's name, but the UPrep quarterback, again, all African American starting quarterbacks, all black quarterbacks, UPrep quarterback. Then you got Zymir Jackson over at East High, and then you got Kaya Moses over at Monroe.
Yeah, but not any quarterback though. We got to say these are solid quarterbacks. Like they went in with their arm and their legs, people.
Absolutely.
Just for clarification.
Absolutely. These young brothers, man, they not. I don't even like the label running quarterback. They're quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Listen, they are. I don't even. Again, I'm not even big on the whole dual threat thing. They bring everything to that position. Everything you need in that position, they check all those boxes.
I mean, I've seen these guys running RPOs, man. Running out the shotgun, calling audibles, man. Like, these guys are complete packages, man. That's out there, man. So shout out to them brothers.
What's so crazy was I saw I was reading something this week, and it talked about how this season, this NFL season, the most starting quarterbacks in the history of the game, African Americans started week 1. And it was 14. And so just
14
of the quarterbacks.
That's almost half the. That's what, 32?
Exactly.
30?
32. Yep. So
32.
So we getting there. We getting
there. Yeah.
We getting there. You know what I mean? And I think that's so key because it was once perceived that we weren't even intelligent enough to play the position. You know, we weren't intelligent enough, or we lacked leadership abilities, so we couldn't hold the most important position on the football field. And to see the NFL now has, we almost at 50% of the starting quarterbacks African American, and then to see these young brothers, at the high school level, thriving. And again, they're not running quarterbacks or dual threat quarterbacks; they're quarterbacks. And
you tell that to the Giants coaching staff, man, because Danny Dimes, so it looks like he might have a torn ACL, which
ain't no look like he out, bro. He's out.
Pray for a speedy recovery for him, but 2 seasons.
Man, we put in Tyrod Taylor.
Okay with that. I'm okay with
that. That's the quarterback.
Yeah,
I don't know what he is, because he hasn't been throwing touchdowns.
There's a guy from Duke that they gave all that money to.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
All that money.
They gave him the money, and they still nickel and diming Saquon.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but yeah, he's something.
I know Saquon ain't gonna be there next year unless they throw him the money. He ain't gonna be there next year.
Who, Saquon?
Yeah,
he should have left this year. I'm surprised he stayed.
He was still under contract, so he, you know what I mean. He's without a contract in terms of a new deal, but he's still under contract. So it's, you know what I mean. If they don't do something, they are gonna end up, losing them without.
Yeah, man. But for the last 10 years, man, if you're a running back and you going to the Giants, your career basically is going down the tubes, man. Look at Ron Dane, Brandon Jacobs, now Saquon Barkley, and who we had before Saquon, whoever we had before that, man. Like, these running backs, man, like, why?
The way the league plays the game now, and so it's interesting because, this is one of the things that bothers me about the NFL. They don't do it. They don't
need running backs.
Well, you
need
don't
running backs.
But this is the thing. The thing they do in the NFL, and you don't necessarily see it in the NBA, right? If you play on an NBA roster, you are valuable to that team in such a way that the way the league has structured it is, if that team wants to retain you, the team that you're playing for has an opportunity to offer you a contract that, if they give you, like, let's say the max or the super max, no one else can offer you that amount of money. They can always offer you more. Now, if you're not a max or a super max player, you know what I mean, then yeah, you might explore or kind of see what your market value is. But my point is this: is that in the NFL, it's always by position. So it doesn't matter in the NBA if you're a center, there is no we pay centers this much money. If you are a valuable player on that organization, on that team, they're saying, man, it doesn't matter what position you are. We're not trying to pay you the market value of that position. We're trying to pay you the market value of what you are and what you mean to this team, to this franchise, to this organization. Saquon Barkley is getting nickel and dime because the league, nobody wants to pay running backs, But it doesn't matter what the league wants to pay running backs. The Giants need to look at it and say, he's the most valuable player we have in our franchise right now. He's a household name.
Danny Dimes.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah, I mean, we see the proof is in the pudding. You know what I mean? In the wins, they were winning. They were winning last year when Saquon was in the lineup, and Danny Dimes could run play action.
Saquon is a beast, man. Like just watching him like in real life run the ball and carry dudes like multiple dudes 2 times his size, man. Like you haven't seen running like that since like Jerome Bettis and those type of backs. That dude is a monster, man. So for them to not see that is impossible because that's what they get paid for, right? They just made a decision that we're gonna go with this draft pick that we probably shouldn't have drafted in the first place because he got, by the boos that he got when he got drafted, right? But now we just have to prove a point to America that we made a horrible decision, and now everybody gonna lose their job. Like people are so stubborn with that. It frustrates me. And this is a football situation where people do dumb stuff like that in real life, man.
Yeah, it's human nature. People will double down on poor decisions because the goal is to always prove you wrong. Like you've seen people in horrible relationships, and the best thing you can do is just be quiet. Because the moment
most cats can't do that though, man. Like people gonna double down to save face. That is, like you said, that's human nature to try to like save face, man. People will always try to double down.
But look who they have tutoring that dude though. Who they have that dude working out with. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, who he's working out with. If you don't got
who
it,
you working out with? Brett Favre? Who you working out with?
Nah. Eli and them boys.
Oh.
Hey man, Eli's a 2-time.
Eli was tough winner. Though. He got 2 Super Bowls.
First of all,
Eli was a 2-time defensive team.
Nah, don't do that to Eli. Eli let game-winning drive them against Tom Brady to GOAT.
Yeah, David Tyree made an amazing catch. Yeah, he did.
Is that when David Tyree caught the ball like this?
Catch.
Is that when he caught the ball?
On top of his helmet?
Oh, top of his helmet?
Amazing catch.
Even before that, if you remember the drive before that, he threw a dot to Plaxico.
He's getting paid bad money. He's an NFL quarterback. Yeah, he's supposed to do that, right?
But first of all,
Danny Dimes supposed to do it too, but he ain't doing it, right?
If Eli was a beast, man, they wouldn't have been in a position that year that they had to get a play-in into the playoffs and then beat all those teams. You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
It's different. Rewatch that season. I'm grateful for the fact that Michael Strahan and them boys, man, held us down that season, man.
They did.
That's what I can say.
There's
a lot of close games, man.
And the 3-finger dude. He's
Pierre Paul.
He only got 3 fingers for real.
Yeah, he held a firecracker and exploded it. And it took off.
Oh, right, before the season, right?
Yeah, he looked like a Ninja Turtle now.
Oh,
idiot.
Hey, he's still playing though. Or he was still playing.
But
you don't need all your fingers.
Nah. Think about this.
You only gotta get 3 on the tackle.
Everything you just said about Eli, right? For everything you just said about Eli, he got the same number of rings as his brother.
His brother never have the half of the team. His brother never have half of the team. Put his brother.
Nah, his brother had a squad, man.
Marvin Harrison, Edwin James,
Marshall Faulk.
Okay, but Marshall Faulk was just what is winding down his career.
No.
He's always been.
He had early Marshall Faulk, and then he had Edwin James for the edge years, like when Edwin James was that dude. Man, he had Dallas Clark at tight end. He had some teams.
So put his brother on the Giants. How many rings the Giants would have had?
No. 5.
You said none. Yeah, right.
You said none.
Five.
You said none.
You telling me that Eli had a better supporting cast than Peyton had? You lie.
Oh yeah. Are you nuts?
No.
Are you
no
thinking
way. No way.
Giants
Dude, he had Jeremy Shockey.
Giants defense. Are you what are you crazy?
He had Paul Pierre, Michael
Strahan. You see that Giants defense back then, boy?
The offensive line.
I take nothing away from the defense. I take nothing away. Hey, man.
He had two dope tight ends
on defense as well.
That's what my dean, Mr. Patrick says, was going around, man, with his chest high out like this, walking around like he's a real Haitian dandada, like this. He used to walk around like this. Can't say nothing to him. And he has every right, because we couldn't say nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? That defense was off the chain.
There's no way I would have traded the
I just take a stripe off. I had some stripes on you, man. I just pulled one just now.
I'm telling you, man.
From the football, I just pulled one, bro.
If you go down that roster, especially when you're talking about offense, player for player.
B, you doubling down right now, just so you know.
Nah, I'm staying
bro. No matter what you say, go down that Giants defense. Right? Peyton Manning don't need that much.
Yeah,
Eli needs all of that. Eli needs all of that.
Marvin Harrison.
That defense is going to take off. That defense is going to take nothing.
Right? Marvin Harrison is going to the Hall of Fame.
Bro,
Jeff Saturday, who was Peyton Manning's center, is in the. He might already be in the Hall of Fame. Marvin Harrison, Edgerrin James, like I can name Hall of Fame caliber players that Peyton Manning had on that offense. Name me one Hall of Fame player
and go on the Giants. It's a whole bunch of them over there.
Not on the offense, and that's what Eli played. He played offense.
Tiki Barber, we got Tiki Barber,
bro. I'm talking about
the Hall of Fame.
Bro,
I know you ain't just say Tiki Barber.
It's a whole bunch of cats, man.
Time will tell. He'll make it.
Was important.
There's some bums in the Hall of Fame, man. Tiki Barber gonna make it.
Tiki Barber was important.
He got stats, man. Dude got stats, man.
Both brothers won a Super Bowl, right? Then both of them won a Super Bowl.
His brother ain't gonna make it though.
Nah. Yeah, Rondé. Nah.
No, Rondé's in the Hall. Rondé's in the Hall. Yeah.
Oh, you got a yellow jacket? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Somebody Google that and let us know
was a really good. He was an excellent corner on a defense that won Tampa Bay a Super Bowl.
He in the Tampa Bay Hall of Fame?
Yeah, he's definitely in their Hall of Fame, but I'm pretty sure he's in the NFL Hall of Fame as well. If not, he will be.
All right, well, Tiki gonna make it too. If Rondé gonna make it, that's a definite. That's a given.
Nah.
In that case, throw Jeremy Shockey in there too.
Yo, where is Jeremy Shockey these days, man? What happened to him?
I want to say he's coaching somewhere, but I think, crazy enough, I saw he's like, yeah, I believe he's coaching.
Okay.
Good for him.
He was nice. He was a monster.
What else is happening in the world, man? I know it's like football season, but
we got past Halloween, so I'm good on that.
I see B-boy down there in Florida giving speeches.
Who that?
Yeah, who that is?
Donald or DeSantis?
No, you already know. The first one.
Well, he's
I'm not even going to call his name on this platform. He ain't cutting us no check.
Nah, but, he ain't cutting nobody no check. That's why he in trouble.
Not even his lawyers.
Not even his lawyers.
Yo,
that's why they all turning on him.
Speaking of which, man,
you not gonna pay me? Bet.
Yeah. All right. Let me go talk to the feds.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what he said. It's important to understand, man, what's going on in the world, because, man, if you listen to the rhetoric to the man, it'll tell you what you need to know. Like I was talking to some other educators about like a lot of the work that we do is in different spaces, or depending on the state you're in, there's different levels of restriction that you have to be able to, teach the content that we teach. And I mean, in Florida, I mean, they are handcuffed. They are handcuffed, and it's one of the states where, if you're in poverty in Florida and you're black or brown, man, you are in deep poverty. Mm. And so the struggles down there it's really rough for people down there, because they're so restricted in what they're able to teach, and then you hear things like, and again, I talked about it last week, what my son's social study teacher said to him in terms of that African tribe leaders were the ones that were selling slaves to the Europeans. And
did anything come of that?
Oh, so I've had a couple conversations with the administrator. I'm still waiting on the teacher. That teacher is he hasn't called me yet. I'll say that. I'll put it that way.
Yo, you gotta go out. You gotta stop going around punking teachers, man. Like, yo, that's not cool. Come on, man.
Because that's what
that man is trying to do his job.
Come on, that's what the Smith family does.
I'm not punking nobody. I asked for a conversation.
B walked up to that school with a white t-shirt. Nah, B walked up there with a white t-shirt and his jean jacket. It was like,
I just want to talk, man. I just want to talk. It's good.
I just want a conversation. I just want to make this make sense to me.
Yo, Deirdre keeps saying Alpha Derby. She spelled it wrong twice though. Like, I love you spelled it.
Is that the one in DC or something like that?
Atlanta. Atlanta. So
listen, man, I can't. I ain't mess with Atlanta, bro. Not for that. No, sir.
Yeah, how you really feel, Kareem?
I need to see IDs. No, sir.
Oh, yeah, that's funny, yo. So apparently they have a golf tournament down there.
Fish.
They have a golf tournament. They got a jazz brunch.
Deirdre was like, y'all whack.
Party.
Nah, we just got boundaries. We just know, like, we ain't.
Too much fish in the sea.
Little Scrappy gonna be there though, Kareem.
Oh, little Scrappy.
Yeah, that's your boy.
Doing my dance.
Don't do that no more.
Don't do that no more.
Ever again. Don't do that.
Young Dro gonna be there.
Young Dro?
Yo, Young Dro.
All these names I don't remember.
Yeah, Deirdre, we not gonna
remember Young Dro?
We're not gonna
what song did he do?
Kareem remember Young Dro.
I think that's T.I. artist. I think it's T.I.R. Yeah, I think it's T.I. artist.
Yeah. My bad, man. I don't listen to that music no more.
I'm with you, Kareem.
I don't got,
Man, you ain't got to know their music, but you heard these names.
I know the names. I just don't always remember the songs. But
that's like I know.
You were just doing Scrappy like You know what I'm saying?
I remember.
Scrappy.
Like, I know. I've heard the names of some of these new artists, but I don't know their music.
Yeah, because they be. Never mind.
They be mumbling. Yeah, they be.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Like, never mind.
They be mumbling. Yeah, it's mumble rap.
It's not only mumble rap, but even like when they sing, it's like everybody sings like with their nose. It has like a nasally sound to it. And then I heard somebody singing the other day, and I'm not saying I'm the best singer at all, but I'm just saying, like, man, can y'all sound different? Like, everybody ain't gotta sound like whoever the latest person is, man. Get your own voice.
Right, they got post nasal drip.
Yeah,
that's just the new auto tune.
What's that song? It's 5 a.m. It's like, bro, like use your chest from here.
I don't know that song.
From here. That's my point. It's some TikTok song. Well, it's R&B. A song that turned into a TikTok song.
R&B ain't the same, man. It's not the same.
R&B is rhythm and blues. I don't even know if you can
call that R&B.
It ain't rhythm and it ain't blues now. Now it's just
ain't too good R&B artists.
It's stripper music. Yeah, T-Pain started that mess. That's what it is.
Yo, you know what's
I sound old and I'm pointing my finger. My bad. I sound really old.
You know what's kind of crazy is really there used to be a clear distinction between, like, rap and R&B. It really, like, Chris Brown is really just singing rap lyrics. It's
That's
like
it. That's all he doing.
It's like rap lyrics, but he's singing them.
That's a dancing dude too, boy. That boy
and then
Chris Brown, he be dancing.
If Kareem cursed, he would have been like, "That's a dancing
motherfucker." It's like when he talk, he dancing. Like, yeah. So,
Yo,
he an R&B dude.
Light skin, Kareem.
He's light skin.
Breezy is the baddest thing out there, bro.
No, he tough.
Hey.
Nah, I'm making a joke, but he's tough. You know what
Who
I'm saying? He's the last
there?
of it. But he's the last of it, though. In terms of that era, he's the last.
That boy went out to Jamaica, man, and put the people in more depth. Cats was rich people was lending out money, yo, to go to this concert. Was lending out money.
Oh, sure.
You know what I'm saying? And these idiots was, you know what I'm saying, the next day they don't have food to eat or Sunday kids in school, but they was collecting money to go see you know what I'm saying, Chris Breezy. You know what I'm saying? Idiots. I was waiting.
Crazy.
Hey man, listen, man. I was waiting for one of my family members to hit me up, be like, "Yo, will you send me $50 for A, B, and C?"
Yo,
bro, listen.
Hey,
family show, but man, what I would have liked. Hey man, out of my cell phone.
Yeah,
I probably would have thrown my cell phone so hard at the wall or something like that, man. They probably would hear the bang. You know what I'm saying? I was wishing one of them called me,
bro. But that's because
you know
Elephant Man and all them, they getting old now, man. Like,
bro,
is there any new dancehall that's out right now?
What's your mouth, man?
Jamaica is one.
No. It's not that you say they hold. Jamaica, when you look at Jamaica, bro, Jamaica, the country's so talented. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, come on, man. We old one's gone. We got a new one coming in. We have 50 new ones for one old person.
Brew is this.
We got Patrick Daughter. Like, who we got next?
Bro, see, you're not into that. You're not into that world, man. You're not into that world.
I'm not. You're right. I
can't
do something I ain't about. I got to stay in my lane.
Hey, we so
Rihanna not from Jamaica. I'm not talking about no Rihanna.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I'm like, you do realize
we're so talented out there, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's you know, it's a different breed. It's a different breed of cats.
I still listen to Bob though.
That's seeing a whole bunch of nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
And
but there's a whole bunch of them there. America love them. You know what I'm saying? They come up here and
I'm just not the customer, and it's okay. I'm not the customer.
Man,
it's all right. I'm good with that.
There's some good artists out there, man.
I don't hear dancehall at the anymore, man. I hear what is it called now from the motherland? What's it called? Afrobeats, yeah. Afrobeats sound like Jamaican music.
I've been putting y'all on Afrobeats for years now.
I mean, you did.
Baby Cat. I put Baby Cat on to Afrobeats. I was like, yo, you got to play these, man. He was looking at me like, oh, funny. I'm like, Cat, play this. You know what I'm saying?
Now I'm outdated. I don't know the dances no more. Now I gotta watch people. Like I just watch now.
Kareem, you don't need to be dancing. Like,
right. It's good exercise though.
You was always too big to dance, bro.
I was always nimble.
Nimble.
Yo, don't forget I was homecoming kid. Sophomore year.
Don't forget that guy so bad.
Yo, spell nimble, man. Like what?
NIMBLE.
You validated that.
That's funny, though.
That's because I got a trip tomorrow, man. I'm heading to Omaha, Nebraska for school, so I'm getting myself hyped up to go do that work, man. Got some work to do when I get there.
Omaha. How long are you there for? 3 days?
4 days.
Yo, you gonna bring back some steaks?
Heck no, I bring no steaks back.
Yo, that's where all steaks come from, man. Omaha steaks.
Omaha. Nah, man. See, I wasn't even talking about food. See how you brought that up?
Like, how do you know that? That's one of the real obscure facts.
No, that's
that's a fact though.
A
lot of people know that.
Sells the steaks and they ship them out to everybody.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know that.
You don't eat beef, dude. Why would you?
Yeah, that's
a good point. That's a great point.
Nah, it's cool out. It's flat though, man. You go out there, but it's nice, man. They got a nice community of black and brown folks out there. They kind of stay in an area, but where I'm going at is more like downtown.
Well, you know, you got to be nimble out there. So
gotta be nimble, bro. Gotta be nimble. I'm gonna have on my Roger voice. I'm just joking.
Man. Be careful, yo. Be careful.
Nah, yo. Last time I went the 2 times ago when I went, man, to Omaha, I was like, yo, I'm gonna walk. It's nice outside, bro. It was like 3 miles. I had bought some new sneakers. My feet was hurting. Man, I ain't gonna do. And I was in a whole.
What is the moral?
I'm sure they got the scooters now, bro. So you'll be all right. Put $10 on that joint, man. I'll get you back.
Yo, I seen somebody fall off one of them things.
And you was bust out laughing too. You didn't even ask to help him. You just started laughing, didn't you?
Nah, so what it is if you like in my office window, right? People have no idea. It's so funny to watch people who don't realize other people are watching them, the stuff that they'll do. And so they was just on the little scooter, and man, they took a L that was a rough fall. Like they fell like in slow motion, but it was real time, but it was like slow motion at the same time. And I mean,
he was like, "Oh."
They rolled, and I was like, "Oh,
yeah." But see where y'all work at though, there's a lot of funny stuff going on where y'all work at though, man. Like if you just sit at that door, you're gonna get free entertainment, man.
Any time of day,
you're gonna get some free entertainment over there, boy. I mean, some of it too is not funny, right? We know some of it is mental health, but some of it, man, is self-inflicted. They knew better than to do what they did. They knew better to do what they did.
Yo.
I can't even talk about the stuff that I see because it ain't family oriented, man. But yeah,
I got no comment, man.
Nah, man. I'm sure you got a comment.
Yo, but why they be posting up there selling incense though? Like why my man got a whole tray? And y'all see my man with the boom box? I was like, yo, y'all done turned this whole thing into the block for real. It is hilarious over there. Oh man.
That's what it, but it has a lot to do with why our downtown continues to struggle.
Yeah. Because they tried to move everybody from Main Street over to St. Paul, figuring that they could move that traffic over to that side, which I understand. But
which is what they did.
Because
they're not building over there, right? And they're not fixing those what are they called? The lofts and all that stuff on St. Paul.
Yeah.
They're doing that on the east side of Main Street right now. So
and then they got this high rise that's like the
they just opened one up, right? Didn't they just open? I just saw a ribbon
talking about the
for
one
it.
that's right there on St. Paul. That's been there on St. Paul.
Oh, with the where the people live at.
Yeah, and so if you combine the demographic that you were looking to move off Main Street and put them right there, you know what I mean, with that demographic,
ain't nobody moving over there with that. Nah.
And then there's no commerce. There's really no commerce on.
You got the corner store. So they sell steak subs and dollar joints, whatever.
But you're not about to bring it back to food though.
He said they don't have commerce over there. They listen. They on St. Paul.
They got worldwide news, man. Like
they got worldwide news.
You could have came up with that like before.
I could have came up with that.
Store,
Yo, y'all ever see that mural right by worldwide news? You ever see that mural right there? No. Yo, that's bugged out, man. Who allowed that to happen?
I'm mad you said you equated corner stores with commerce.
It is a place of commerce. They do a lot of stuff in front of that corner store and inside.
Yeah, and they give back to the community, right?
Yeah, it's open air market.
Actually, one of the corner stores just got shut down, literally right across the street from us because of
that's the one.
A little bit of gunplay.
Oh,
but
sure.
Yeah. So
it's the rock, though. You gotta have something.
Yo,
that's why I don't mess with y'all East Side cats.
Yo, before I know we got a few minutes still, but before we do, man, and I know it's again we're not at shout outs, but man, I gotta say this, man, because last week James and I we went to the services for Mr. Terry Barnes, who was the EOP director. My freshman year, Mr. Barnes was the EOP director. He was man, yeah, man. What a good brother, man. What a good brother. Like he had like a very honest old school way of motivating and encouraging, but he loved you. He loved the EOP students. And he you know what I mean? He would take chances on people. So you know, so many people have positive stories and experiences about him. Again, I remember him from you know when I got to Brockport campus, and he was just a really good man. And he ended up retiring at the end of my freshman year, and Mr. Gary Owens then took over, and you know Rev has been in place since, but you know. Mr. Barnes was beloved, and so you know, condolences to his family, to everyone that's you know connected to the Brockport community, that old school, that knew Mr. Barnes. Just you know, that transition of the guard is happening, and it's happening in front of our eyes. So, you know, again, condolences to the Barnes family and everyone connected to him, and is the extended Brockport and EOP family that he in the lives he impacted through his service there.
Oh. Hey man, well said, man. Shout out to the family. Much love. The Barnes was great, man.
Yeah, it was. Again, you know, like Mr. Barnes, you would go in his office, and like this was before like New York State banned smoking indoors, and yo, Mr. Barnes' office would smell like a pack of cigarettes, man.
It was a different time, man.
Yeah, I mean, he was straight old school, man. He was just like that, man, and would cuss you out, and then say, man, you know, then give you whatever you needed to help get you where you was trying to go right afterwards, right after he cussed you out.
I think you know, I know in our culture, man, when we say cuss out, that could mean a lot of things, right? It could mean that can get at you, they could actually curse at you, right? But you know, I'm just thinking, man, and reflecting, because I didn't know Mr. Terry Barnes. I just heard a lot of great things about him.
Yeah, you wasn't EOP.
Yeah, I wasn't EOP.
You know.
Trying to have a serious moment. You see how he out me like that? Trying to have a serious.
Listen, I wasn't EOP either, man.
But that was only because you didn't come in as EOP.
I was poor enough to be though. So
yeah, but like that whole thing about like with students, man, I subscribe to that. We're gonna have like if I see something and I see it a couple times, hey man, let's talk, or hey, let's talk, and we just got to point it out, man. Like we got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I see myself on the campus like an uncle. You know what I mean? I'm cool, but I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you everything.
To be a granddad, though.
Oh man, I mean, you know, maybe so. I mean, I'm old enough to be, you know, their parent coming straight out of high school. But anyway, yeah, man. But that type of love, man, is needed. So there's a balance to that, right? It's a balance of, yeah, I'm gonna get at you, but I'm also gonna show you that love too. I'm gonna let you know that you're taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Like that piece is important.
But I think to that point, go ahead, man. You know, to that point, right? I think it's important, right? One of the challenges that we see, like in youth, you know what I mean? I recently read something, or I think my wife sent me something where, you know, a teacher resigned from their you know position because it was like, yo, man, you know, it's only so many SMDs. They was like, it was only so many of those I could take. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And and so they resigned. When we're in a place now when you can't tell somebody the truth and tell them about themselves and be, you know what I mean? You know, you can tell somebody the truth in love and tell them about themselves in love. And like I said, so when I say cut, like you said, when you say cuss out, it could mean a lot of different things. But no matter what version of it you might be referring to, if actually cussing out, because, you know, I remember I've been cussed out by some folks, literally cussed out by some folks who cared about me. I've been cussed out I've been told off by some people who cared about me. And you know what I mean? And it's those things, you know, we so easily offended, you know what I mean? And we, you know, and I'm not saying, you know, every offense is okay. I'm saying if we can extract the truth from what people are saying and get out of emotional listening, like we listen to everything from a place of emotion, and then and what happens is now we're not able to receive the validity of what's being told to us, and you know what I mean. So now we just, you know what I mean. You can't say nothing to nobody without them catching the attitude, and you can't say nothing, you know. And then if they tell they people, now it's a whole nother issue. And it's like, man, I mean, and I'm talking like, you know, even in coaching, like you tell a player, like, listen, man, you ain't got to take my word for it. Go watch the film. Like, dude was killing you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you to, like, yo, guard, you know, how to guard your person or your player, do this or do that. And you know what I mean? You think I'm talking crazy to you. Nah, man, look, go watch the film.
Nah, you know what you tell them? Yo, go watch my film. And then you come back and holler at me. That's what we should be telling them.
See, then they think you trying to grandstand them, and I'm like,
nah,
yo,
man.
You know what I mean?
See this picture right here?
Hey, you know what I mean?
You see this picture right here?
I feel
like,
you.
Like, come on. Like, I'm not telling you something because I just want to tell you I don't get no satisfaction out of this. I'm just trying to help you out.
Exactly.
Bro, you was about to say something.
I just believe, man, we just got to continue to be honest with people, man. Some people's not going to like it. You know what I'm saying? That's for me. That's why I'm going to die the way I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a big jump.
I'm going to keep it real with you, man.
I hear you, man.
You know, sometimes I can't find the word. I don't want to stress myself to find the proper word to say, hey, man, you did not take a shower today. You know what I'm saying? It's a family show. Just say it, you know. And, you know, we just got to be honest. I mean, you ain't got to brutally, you know what I'm saying?
You take a shower.
I just use that. I just use that as
exactly what you said.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like you got to be like, now, even on my job, it's like, you know, my supervisor was like, hey, Mark, you know, some of our sensitivity, hey, you know, like these dudes have me really like want me to go to sensitivity classes. I'm like, yo, I'm not doing that.
I can't see it.
Like, yo, I'm gonna go to a sensitivity class and be like, yo, this is for the birds. You know what I'm saying? I can't put me in that shit. Like,
yeah, Bruce,
right,
you know.
Man, listen, you better go take that
classes. What is it?
Hey, you that joint, bro.
Bro,
sit there, put your hat low, man, and relax.
Listen, if they ever put me in one of them classes,
send me.
I'm going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to sleep. Can't put me in them joints, man. I'm like, yo, are you crazy? I gotta be me, man. And I know I'm saying I'm not gonna be brutal, but sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Brock laughed at me.
That's the thing.
At me one time.
Right? Honesty is brutal to these kids. Like any level of honesty is brutal to them.
Oh yeah, that's
but SMD ain't right.
Listen, man,
these kids like porridge.
And here's what I don't get about that, man, is we come from an era, right? You know what I'm saying? We come from an era, man, yo, like SMD is like that. That's paramount to your mama, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that's That's we chin checking at that point. You know what I'm saying? I like that. That's nah, bruh. We don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? That's like, yo, that's got to be handled abruptly. That, you know what I mean? Like, nah. Like what? Like, you know what? Yeah. So again, I feel for teachers, you know what I mean, and educators who are in the space where that is the experience that they, you know what I mean, they get, because it is a labor of love to go to do what we do, especially when I know I can think back to some teachers right now who, man, they were that impactful. You know what I mean? You know, I still run into them to this day, man, and it's, you know, it's like they were impactful and made me they inspired me in some sort of way, and many educators have that same, you know, kind of testimony, and you know, so you get to a point where you're trying to kind of pay it forward and give back and be that same inspiration for a generation that's, you know what I mean, and man, when you're getting that, man, it's tough, day in and day out.
Oh, let me say this part first, man, and then let's get bRho the last 5 to remind the people about the fundraiser he's doing for his nonprofit. But so there's a part we left out. So before we can have these conversations with people, tell them they butt stink, tell them they slow, tell them they, you know, their food don't taste good. Before you can do any of that,
that's a cardinal sin.
Somehow it tied back to food.
You know, so before you even do all that, man, you gotta at least try to establish some sort of relationship with the person, right? Gotta be some trust. That's gotta be established. We know this, but I just want to put it out there for the audience, is that this isn't like I'm just walking up to you and be like, yeah, that's whack. I mean, that just happened, but you know, there's gotta be some sort of conversations that have happened in the past that lead up to that for them to trust. Exactly, social capital, that's it, so that we can be able to have those conversations, right? So, I'm sure what you had to do this fall was a lot of ups and a lot of downs, right? And you know, trying to help people to understand. And you know, the hardest thing, man, is to see a kid keep getting beat after you have given them all the tools to not get beat, and they still getting beat. And I had and I had an epiphany. I said, you know, I can't go out there and play for them.
That's the hardest part.
That's the hardest part, right? I can't go out there and play for them. So at some point, they're gonna get tired of getting beat. And then hopefully at that point, they remember, oh, Coach so-and-so said, if I go through the outside shoulder, then if they're coming my way, I'm gonna be able to either disrupt the play or get the tackle. Or if I run and I don't run into traffic and I run outside the traffic to an open space, I'll probably get 5 more yards. But at some point, they got to figure that out. And just leave it like that.
Yeah, it's
my daughter's playing basketball. She don't listen to me. So I'm like, all right, cool. You got a coach.
I wouldn't listen to you either, man.
Listen to the coach. Football, and that's why I don't coach basketball. I don't coach basketball. I just let it be.
Tell her call Uncle bRho, man. Uncle bRho.
I'll tell her. Good luck.
Yeah. Call us, man. Break it down for him. 2, 3, 1, 3, 1. You know what I'm saying? We break that down for him, man.
Matter of fact, she got some plays she got to run now. You know what? Yeah, I might have her call.
Yeah. It is, man. You gonna tell that girl, let that girl head up, man.
Yeah, I ain't trying to mess her up, man. I just wanted to be great. But bRho, man, tell us a little bit more about what you're doing. I'm gonna put it in the chat for everybody that's still.
Yeah, man. Once again, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching. I've been doing a program in Ghana, man, for over 18 years, and every year it grows. You know, this year, I'm moving it. I'm adding Jamaica to it too. My goal is to change the world, man, and different, you know, make sure kids is not hungry and families not hungry. And I think Christmas is a time where family could get together other than Thanksgiving, Christmas. And that's when I always take a trip, man, to go see my peoples. And I use the alpha method, man, of always doing service. You know, that's why I love being a part of the brotherhood of my organization, which is Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Um, we do a lot of service, man, in the world. Now that we have alphas in Ghana now, they have a chapter in Ghana. We're gonna make sure it gets better. Um, but I've been doing this, man, for over 18 years, and I've been supported by the brotherhood, family, and friends. So I'm just asking anybody that's watching, man. Kareem put the link in the chat. Share the link. Make a donation if you can, no matter how small it is. Make a donation, um, and just see. So you guys have pictures. There's a lot of pictures on my Facebook page of what I do. I don't take people money seriously, man. I'm a very in Jamaica, be like this, your rank. I don't take people money, man. I got my own. And I spend my own money too, on the project at times, because sometime I remember last year I went to one place to drop off, and we didn't have enough food to drop off because it was like around 20 families went home without a food bag, and I was so mad. And I remember calling Brock like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying?" And he just know that I just wanted a place to vent. I was like, "Yo, we didn't have enough food, blah 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 blah." And then at the same time, Brock was like, "What you need, man? What you need?" You know what I'm saying? I said, "No, it's not about money. I just didn't have enough food. But I have more at the house." So what I did, I just make sure they got a list of the people that didn't donate it. And later that evening, we went back and drop off. I think it was like 18 more bags of food or something like that. You know, but I was just venting. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I wanted to be right then and there. Because they've been there waiting for us since like 7 in the morning, and we didn't get there. They did 7 in the morning waiting, and we didn't get there till like 10:30. I was mad about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like keeping people waiting like that. So, of course, I'm not waiting on nobody for that long. You know what I'm saying? So, it was a misunderstanding on the time that we were supposed to be there. So now I'm taking it to Jamaica, man, to my home, to my hood, um, my countryside. We have a lot of older people there that helped raise me, man. And when I went out there, I see that there was some stuff needed, and I'm trying to make sure um, I get all the support, man. And it's been, the support things been slow. I look at it, and it's been slow. And I've been reaching out to my brothers, old school brothers and young brothers, and I get some promises. So I'm hopefully within the next couple of weeks things will pick up. So I'm just asking you to share the link, and I'm asking you to donate as well if you can.
Yeah, we appreciate that, man. Hey, there's one thing I talk to my kids about is that they talk a lot about the gifts and the things that they want for Christmas, but I always put it back on them and say, what are you going to give? What do you have that you could give to make somebody else's Christmas special, or just to do something better for somebody else besides yourself? A lot of these things start young, especially when you're the recipient of it and you see how important it is. So yeah, let's continue to pay it forward. Please support Mark and what he's doing in Ghana and also in Jamaica. You might not see it or be there physically, but know that it's happening. Know that lives are being changed. Know that, and people are responding, to that. bRho basically is like the unofficial mayor at the village that he's at, so.
Yeah, couple villages.
Couple villages, not one. Couple villages. So yeah, please go out and support for sure. All right, we get down to it. I'm surprised my wife didn't run up here yet. Because I gotta leave at like 4 a.m. Who's shouting out first?
You packed, bro?
I'm packed, man. Come on now. I got my outfit and everything. I'm good.
The Wi-Fi, hey, there's no way to type pants, man. You them joints old, man.
That's all he got these days.
I'm about to say, I think that's all he got.
Pants ain't tight, man.
That boy got stretched.
Brock said, I said, yo, man, what is wrong with this picture, man? Brock says, everything is wrong with this picture.
Yo, tell my ADP don't be a hater, man.
Yo, Brock is a jerk, man.
Oh, man. Listen, I want to get a laugh. I just sent him a picture when I wanted to laugh, man. I know he was going to say something.
Yeah, you got to be careful around bRho, man. Be careful. Whatever pictures you put up.
Bro, I just screenshot your picture on Facebook, man. You the one that posted. I didn't post it. Bro. You put it up on Facebook.
He going to Omaha. Still trying to get past that, but in the chat,
I got it.
Gotta shout out my guy Vincent French, man.
Shout out to you, brother.
Reach out to you and get you on the show. I know you.
Yeah, we gotta get him on.
A while back about an idea you had, so we'll talk through that. Of course, the manager, my sister Deirdre.
Love you. She's trying to get us to go to Alpha Derby.
Not going to Alpha Derby though. Like,
hey, a lot of fishes in the water.
Yeah. So then we got Shay Hagens, man. Good to see you.
Shout out to you.
Man. Appreciate you. My guy Jose Colon, man. It's been a minute.
Community place.
Yes, sir, man. It's been a minute, but definitely glad to see you on the show and tuning in.
What was Shay at? Shout out Shay Higgins.
I don't know. He's somewhere in Rochester, man. Shout out Chanel Jeffries. Appreciate you tuning in consistently. How do we get the random comment here and there? And shout out Gates Charlie too, man. Whatever. Gotti Perry. Gotti. Says hello, everybody. Who else we got on here? And
Deidre, we don't care nothing about them Omega, man.
Shout out to Roslyn Mosley. We appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep my money in my pocket as much as possible. I'm hoping to leave with a little bit more than I came with, so that's the goal. But we'll see. And then, of course, shout out to all the black people doing black things, but definitely to the black folks that you see on your screen right now. My dean just talked to you about all the amazing stuff that he's doing, man, that he's been doing for years and years. So, please, if you have the ability, forget all those other black people doing black things right now, focusing on that link in the chat, man. Definitely donate because it does go to a great cause. And, he's a great guy who, always is looking to do for others. So it's a great initiative to support. It's a great nonprofit to support, and you heard the work that he's doing in both Jamaica and Ghana now. So if you're going to support anything this season, definitely make that one of the top options. All right, and that's it for me.
All right, well, I'm gonna shout out this past weekend was our very own Bridget Jones Waters birthday. Want to shout her out. Happy birthday, big sis. Yeah.
Happy born day.
And I want to shout out Bama for putting it together, for surprising her, getting all of the people there, man. So shout out to him, for doing that. But happy birthday, Bridget. We love you. Chanel, hey, listen, I don't mind if somebody want to pay for me to do conferences and stuff like that. I'll keep taking the trips. Shout out to GC. Also, I want to shout out, man. B took their family photos yesterday, man. So I appreciate you.
For sure, man. Bro.
Absolutely, man. We had a conversation yesterday about preserving memories, man. If you get a chance with your family, take a family photo, even if it's with a cell phone, man. But I'm telling you, family members will be here today.
Hey,
gone tomorrow.
You just say bRho taking pictures was all wrong.
No, I didn't say that.
You just said that earlier, man. Like, my pictures.
Your internet's slowing down.
Oh, did my internet slow down? Oh man,
no, not yours. I think Bruce slowing down.
Oh, okay. Oh, his internet on curfew.
It's not my internet, man. It's not my internet, man. It's Kareem. Like, yo, man.
He got that curfew internet, man.
He said something about bRho taking pictures.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
And when I try to preserve, you know what I'm saying, the finer things within the brotherhood, you get mad, bro. You can't get mad. All right, man. All right, cool.
I know what you're saying, Dean. I feel you. I know what you're saying.
All right, let me say it again. I'm gonna say that family photos are really, really important. If you get a chance, get your family together. The people you call family, take a photo. Because family is here today and gone tomorrow. Our lives are only a vapor. So take those photos. So B, thank you very much for giving me that pleasure, that honor.
Thank you, bro.
You know, to be able to do that, man, for sure. Want to shout out my wife. Shout out to her. She's a real MVP. Because she gonna have the kids. So shout out to her. I'm gonna be checking in, making sure life is good on the home front.
I thought you was going with you, man.
Yo, if y'all haven't seen,
you almost made the wrong face there, bro.
Man, I'm gonna be crying. I'm gonna be crying tomorrow, man. I'm gonna miss my baby. I'm gonna be crying. I'm gonna be tears. I'm gonna be on bended knee singing that Boys and Men song. I'm on bended knee, like I'm
you laid it on too thick right now. Man. You laid it on too thick.
Hey, man.
I ain't nothing without my baby. I ain't nothing without her, man.
Go ahead, bitch.
She make it happen.
Now, yo, listen. I'll start with as Kareem said, man. Shout out to Kareem, man. He, so one of the things that happened. So my son had a game yesterday, and shout out to him and his youth league team, man. The Fire Juniors. They were scheduled to play playoff game yesterday against the team from Buffalo. The team got there so late. The referees forfeited the game in favor of my son's team, but the team they were like, they traveled all this way, they were upset, and part of it is like feeling like, oh well, we would have won on the field, y'all only got the win because y'all didn't have to play us. So kids having that competitive spirit in their hearts, okay, well we'll live scrimmage to shut it everybody up, right? And they got out there and they performed, man. My son had I think I showed you the touchdown pass, Kareem, right? Had a touchdown pass.
Yeah. You showed me.
Had a nice touchdown pass, you know what I mean? Was performing. But man, unfortunately it was he ended up having it may more than likely end this season. He sprained his ankle pretty bad, so he had to go to the hospital. He hasn't been able to put any pressure on it. I was carrying him around yesterday, just, you know what I mean? So I say all that to say, we had a time set to take the pictures, but because the injury happened, Kareem was just like, hey man, let me know however y'all need to move, whatever, just being flexible. And that's why you go to, the people who you're connected to, your close one. You don't go to them other folks. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, and I ain't saying that to be a ethnic or racial thing. I'm saying to people you don't. We quit to call it people we don't know for services, and when people we know provide the services that we're looking to have done, and they're not going to do you like the people that you know. They, you know what I mean? If it would have been the mother folk, they'd be like, oh, you got to reschedule or you got to pay this fee, this, that. You know what I mean? He was just like, man, let me know. You know what I mean? We'll work it out. And so, I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to my little man for being a trooper. Like, dude.
Yeah, he's a trooper, man.
His ankle is pretty hefty, man. It's swollen up really good.
Oh, so it did end up swelling up pretty good?
Yeah, it's fat right now. But
they was trying to catch it yesterday. They was trying to so it wouldn't be, but
exactly,
it's what it is. Yeah,
but he he hopped around to take the pictures. You know what I mean? He just was a real good sport about it.
That's what I was gonna say. He was smiling, he was in pain.
Yeah,
the kid was
he was
definitely
he was definitely in a lot of pain. So
yeah.
you know what I mean. But he trooped it out. Shout out to my wife. She ran him to the emergency. She was able to get, you know what I mean. She was on top of everything. Shout out to his coach, man. Coach AJ, man. This dude, I don't, you know what I mean. I don't think I've shouted him out and shouted him out enough, man. That young man, that young brother, man, he loves these kids. You know what I'm saying? He goes above and beyond in terms of, his time, his talent, his treasure with trying to pour into these kids. And, he carried my son from the field to the car, and then call later on to check on him and make sure he was okay. Just going above and beyond, you know what I mean? So appreciate it. And again, everybody, all the brothers here, man, just much love, much appreciation. And to everybody who watches, and even, if you don't comment, you know what I mean? When I run into you and you shout us out, man, or you tell us, how what we do is important, you know what I mean? It is motivating and is encouraging to continue to do this, you know what I mean? What we do, because this is really, as Kareem was saying, it's conversations that we would have anyway, but you know what I mean? The fact is, we know other people might need to have some of these dialogues and see and have these outlets. So, you know what I mean? Thank you for watching and supporting.
Appreciate it. All right, I think that wraps everything up.
Hey, I ain't do my shout out yet. What's up, man?
Oh, I thought you did. That's right. You always shout the people out in Jamaica. My bad.
Yeah, man. I always shout out my Jamaican people, man. Whoa, fire. Nah, but yeah, funny, man. B, just make sure you ice it, B, on a regular, man. 20 minutes on. 20 minutes on.
Yes, sir.
Let him do that on a regular. Hey, shout out to Doofy, man. I know I called her name earlier. Shout out to Bridget again. Happy birthday, Bridget. Happy belated birthday. I think I sent you a message early on your birthday. Shout out to Miss P. Shout out to Toy. What's up, Toy? Shout out to my sister Ezra. Ezra, I ain't talked to you in a minute. I gotta check you out. Shout out to Yuri. Shout out to my dean, man, always holding me down. Shout out to Patrick Setch, man. I got to give you a call. We talked briefly the other day, and I want to send a big shout out to M, man. M is part of that football, that coaching staff over in Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm enjoying the success, man, being so far and having them doing this thing, man. So my big brother Eminem, man, shout out. Not only you, my fraternity brother, man, but you're my big brother in the SCAN program. Shout out to you, my brother. And then shout out to me and everybody else at Brockport, man. University of Brockport. Much love. Shout out to The Rock. DJ Big Reg. Shout out. That's it for me, man. Shout out Jamaica, man. Shout out Jamaica. We coming, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. I think that's a wrap, fellas.
Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Y'all be easy.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
And tell our friend to tell a friend. Or tell an enemy.
And if your friend's got a friend, tell their friend to tell their friend.
I mean, the enemy of my enemy is my
friend.
There you go.